Welcome to this section. In this section, we are going to learn about various comparison operators we have in JavaScript. Along with the comparison operators, we are going to discuss the logical operators as well. Let's begin with comparison operators. They are used to compare two or more values. Comparison like equal to, greater than, or less than. Comparison operators give Boolean results, that is, it returns true or false. Let's begin with the equality in JavaScript. If you want to compare whether two values are equal to each other or not, you can use the equal to operator. There are two ways to use the equality operator. One is you can use double equal to sign, or you can use the triple equal to sign. The double equal to is called as the equality operator, whereas triple equal to is for the strict equality. Let's try this practically in the code editor and we check it. I will declare a variable called let a is equal to 9 and declaring another variable b, which I am making a string. Now let's use the equality operator. So I will just say a is equal to b. Now here, because I am using the comparison operator, if both a and b are equal, that means if this condition is true, then it will return a Boolean value true. If it is false, if the condition doesn't match, then it will return false Boolean value. So I'm using the equality here. Let's try to put the strict equality as well and see what is the output. In the first line, it says true, and second, it says false. What does this mean? It means that when this statement is executed, it checks whether a and b have the similar value or not. So that statement returns true. That means both a and b are similar. But if you observe this line number 4, it says false because it not only checks the value inside a and b, but it also checks the data type. So when you want to check both value and data type, you use the strict equality operator. In JavaScript, it's a common practice to use the strict equality operator. And the reason is, at any point of time, a variable's value can change its data type. A variable declared initially as an integer can be a string at a later stage. So you have to make sure that the value and the data type is similar. So often we see that developers use strict equality operator. So this is the equality operator. We do also have not equal to. When you write not equal to, it begins with an exclamation sign and then we use equal to. This is not equal to operator. If you want to use the not strict equality operator, then you can use the exclamation and you use double equal to sign. This you can say it is strict not equality operator. We can try this as well. So instead of this, I can say a is not equal to b. Is it true or false? That it should return. And here I can say strict equality, but with an exclamation. So let's run this. Now the result is changed. Here it says, is a not equal to b? It says false. It says that both a and b are equal. But in this case, is a not equal to b? Yes, it is not equal to b because we are using the strict not equality operator. So this was about equal to and not equal to. There are other comparison operators as well. So let's try declaring two numeric variables. I'll say a is equal to 9 and b is equal to 10. And we can try various comparison operators saying a greater than b, then a greater than equal to b. I can say a less than b, a less than equal to b. So these are the other greater or less comparison operators. So if we run this, it's going to display is a greater than b? It is not. So first time it says false. Is it greater than or equal to b? It says false. That means it is not. Here we are trying to see, is a less than b? Yes, it is. A less than equal to b? Yes, that is also true. So this is how we can try various comparison operators. Of course, when you are using comparison, you generally have an if statement or maybe a loop. In short, you have some condition when you compare the values. Now let's try to understand the logical operators as well. When we say logical operators, we can apply in this very same program. For example, you have another variable called c and you want to check is a greater than b and a greater than c. Now this statement should return true only and only if a is greater than b as well as a is greater than c. So this means that you have to join the conditions. When it comes to joining the condition, you can use the AND or OR operator. To use the AND operator in JavaScript, we use the double ampersand sign. And if you want to use OR, you can use double pipe sign. Let's first of all try this a greater than b and a greater than c. It says that it is false. What it checks is a greater than b? Actually it is not. So let's try to make a is greater than b. Now we run this and see what is the output. It still says that it is false. The reason is a is greater than b, but at the same time a should be greater than c as well, then only it will return true because we are joining the condition here. So assume that a is 900. That means now in both the cases, that is a is greater than b as well as a greater than c. So now if we run, because it satisfies two conditions, it says the condition is true. We can use the OR operator here. What does this mean? It means a greater than b or a greater than c. That means if a is greater than b or a is greater than c, in that case it will return true. Now in this case, it is already greater than both the values, that is b and c. So naturally it should return true. But let's make this 90. This means a is greater than b but less than c. So this condition is true and this is false. But because we are using the OR operator, it says that either of the condition is true, then it should return true. We can try reducing a to 9. Right now in this case, a is less than b and a is less than c as well. Let's try to run this. Now it says false because neither of the condition is returning true. So AND and OR are very crucial joining operators and you need to know the logic behind it. Let's try a similar example of a character now. We just want to check whether it is vowel or it's a consonant. In such cases, let's say right now I just give an E here, but we have to check that if V is A, E, I, O or U, that means we are supposed to check 5 conditions and we are going to join those conditions. So I can say console.log V is equal to E. Let's check for one value only. So it's going to return true. Now I want to join that V can have A or V can be E or I or O, and of course the last is U. So now what this will do, if any of these condition is true, it's going to return true. Remember that this joining and the conditions we are going to use with if or loop, but at the moment we haven't seen that, which we are going to see in forthcoming sections. Right now we are trying to make it as simple as possible using the console.log. Now here when I run this, if V has A, maybe I can say I, right? I can say A, then it's going to return me true. But what if I say P? Let's run this and see that it returns false now, because none of the condition here is matching with P. So this section we have seen the comparison operators and also we tried to join. There are 3 logical operators generally we see in all programming languages, that is AND, OR, and of course the logical NOT, that is exclamation. When we say exclamation, that means we are trying to reverse or we are trying to negate the expression. So when you say exclamation, that is you negate the expression. Let's try that here practically. Let's declare a variable. I will say let A is equal to true, and we'll declare another variable let B is equal to, if I assign A only, then certainly it's going to assign true, but I'll put an exclamation and A. This means you are giving an instruction that you have to negate or you have to reverse the value. Let's try to display value of B to see what actually happens here. As you can observe, it says false, whereas the value of A was true. So this is how the logical exclamation operator, that is logical NOT operator, can be used. As we go on in forthcoming sections, we will have lot of usage of the same pattern. Next section, we are going to learn about the ternary operator and comma operator.